Hello there my friends, this is Grace and welcome to my channel. I am going to hopefully share with you everything that I've done, or the scrapbook pages that I've done in March. But before that, in the beginning of the month, actually I think it was in February, I had put together a scrapbook kit for my stash, and this was intentionally just for like maybe about 5 pages of items, but it had evolved into 22 pages, something like that. So I want to share with you what is left over from that kit. You might be wondering, well, why were you able to put together 22 kits with just the little bit of items in your, not 22 kits, but 22 pages in that kit that you'd put together? Well, for some reason, things were just piling in there that I did not expect, and it's mostly scraps. And so I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So I put all of my kits in an iris container like this, and I get this at Michael's. And so I never got to use the stamps. For some reason, they just never worked with my layouts, or I don't know, I'm not a stamp person. So that's just going to go back in my container. I did manage to use up a lot of these silver stickers from Freckled Fawn, as well as some of this Dear Lizzie documented stickers. And then I grabbed a few more other like older stickers, and they just went into that pile. And then I had some chipboards that I had specifically gathered for this kit, and most of them never got used, but I did open up the Highline chipboard sticker from Basic Gray. I had that in my new to me pile, and so I was using some of that, but like I said, it never got a lot of use because I was, for like after the 6th or 7th layout, I was really working on making a dent in my scraps. And then here are some more items. This is a sticker from a Heidi Swap sticker sheet that and this is the only one that's left. And then just a few more things. This is a die cut, or a cut file that I'd cut for my silhouette, and just a bunch of stuff. So these are all just going to go back into my stash. And then these are the scraps that's left over from my working on the stuff. So it is a lot, but as you can see, there were multiple colors, multiple color schemes that I ended up using, and I just had this kind of love affair with my scraps this month, and I was really inspired. So that is what's left over of my original kit. And then I'm going to show you. Okay, so you ready for this? Here are the layouts that I created. Yes, that's a lot. And so I'm just going to try to go through this as fast as I can, because I know that your time is precious and you cannot sit here and look at this, all these pages, all day. So first page, these are all items from the original kit. I based it off of a sketch. I used a lot of the elements that were in my kit, and also used the thickers that I had put in for my kit. So that's that. And then this one is another one. It's not much from the kit, because I put out other pages, but this is based off of a challenge at scrapbook.com, and I did manage to use up those flare badges that I had put in the original kit. And I used a kind of Starburst, what is that called, stencil on there, and that is that. And this one is also made originally from the original kit. So as you can see, I hand cut the flowers from paper, and then I layered some of those 3x4 cut apart papers around the photo. And then this is based off of a sketch, that's why it's kind of not in my normal comfort zone with the diagonals and stuff, but I really like it. This one is also from based off of a challenge at scrapbook.com, and I think it's also from a sketch challenge, but I added some, the title is a cut apart from, no, not a cut apart, but a cutout from a cameo. And then I hand cut the flowers. For the first few layouts, I was cutting up the flowers from the paper because I really love the watercolory effect of that paper. And that is just a Recollections paper, by the way. So that is that. And then here's another one, again with a cut apart. I am not too worried that I'm doing a lot of cut aparts because these, I don't scrapbook chronologically, so these are not going to be close together in my album. So I used the one of those 3x4 cut apart sheets and housed my title on this one, and I did add the word celebrate in between the pictures and the open space. I did add I added a yellow cardstock, which is just cut apart from the background, as you can see. And then I did some stamping, and I also did some stamping on the corners there. Okay, and then here's when I deviated and started using some scraps, because this one is a scrap, this one is a scrap. I actually used one of my die cuts, those nesting die cuts, and I cut two things. This one is from a 3x4 cut apart sheet, and then this one is just paper, and so I cut them up and did my title like that. And then here is another one. Now this one is for a challenge, and the challenge was to use up a lot of stickers. So this one is very colorful and very product heavy, because I only had one photo, and the photo was very colorful as well. But then at the same time, I wanted to use up my stickers. So I used a lot of those older Hambly Doily stickers and added them to my page. I cut them apart a little bit so that I can kind of put them in different spots, and I also cut apart some papers, and these are all just scraps, all of that surrounds the picture. So that's that. And then here is my first double page spread of the month. I think I did 3. Let me pull out. So here is I have 2, 4, 6, I have 8 pictures, and I mostly used the 12 by 12 paper pack, the memorandum one from Pink Paisley, and then I also pulled out some basic gray, like, what is that? I forgot what the pack is called, but it had some 3x4 cards and then some accents, like cut apart sheets. So I added that there. And yep, that is my page. And then here is another 12 by 12 page. This one is also based of challenges. I think one of the big reasons why I was successful this month is because I did enter a lot of challenges, which is kind of my inspiration go-to. So here, this is another 12 by 12 page, and the challenge was to use up something that you've been hoarding. And I know I've been hoarding a lot of 3x4 cards, or like, you know, kind of Project Life type cards, and so I pulled them out here. They are mostly, I think I put 13 of them in here, and they are mostly I used them mostly to matte my photos. So I had 2, 4, 6, I had 9 photos that to matte, and as you can see, there's that card just peeking on the side of these photos. And then I also cut them apart and use them as accents. And this big one is a 4x6 Project Life card that I used for my title. So this one's also a cut apart, or a Project Life card that I cut apart. So that's that. And then I also watched the class at scrapbook.com for Die Cut Machine for Cameo by Ashley Horton, and I was inspired to pull out my die cut, my Cameo, and make a few pages. So this is the first one, and I used a lot of my scraps on this, but the main thing that I wanted to try was to print using my Cameo, and I don't know if you can see that one, but in the background I had made a lot of hellos using some gold pen, or that the pen for the Cameo. So I used that one, and I was intentionally going to make my page really like the layerings, I mean, really tight, close to the picture, so that you can see more of the background. But I made some mistakes, you know, trying to use watercolor, trying to be artsy, and I didn't like it, so I covered that up with some doily and a lot of scraps. So that's that. And then another one that I used, she had a part of her class, or a lesson I should say, was to use big titles, and so that's what I did here. I cut this big word out with my Cameo, and then with just scrap of orange cardstock. And then to kind of add a little bit of dimension, I ran it through my embossing, my Cuttlebug with the Swiss Dots embossing folder. So there's some bumps. I'm sorry you can't see that. There you go. By the way, all of these pages are in my my blog because I had to enter them in challenges. So if you want to see more close-ups of any of these pages, just go to my blog and the link will be on the description below. So because this has a lot of pictures and has the big title, I just kind of used up just a little bit of elements here and there. So that's that. And then here is another one from that class. It taught us how to make circular titles, and so that's what I have here, little body with big personality. And then I used up a lot of those highline chipboards in this page, as well as some cut apart butterflies that I did also cut from my Cameo, and a bunch more of that memorandum paper line from Pink Paisley. And then here is another page using my scraps, and I did use up the cut apart, or what am I saying, cut apart? It's a die cut from my Cameo, and just a bunch of scraps in 2x3 photos. And this one, this actually has a process video that will be up sometime soon, and I was trying to do some, I was trying to maintain a larger negative space in my layout. That's why a lot of the elements are layered on top of each other and also kind of kept contained in one spot, which is the center. I did use up a lot of the stickers. Pulled out some buttons and punched out some stars with gold scrap paper. Here's another one. I was using this for a sketch and also I think for a crop, an online crop. And then I haven't been using my flowers lately, so I thought it was a good time to bust them out and to add them to a page. And then here is another one. This is a very busy page for me, and I don't know if I'll ever do this again, but I really wanted to use up this paper from the memorandum line, so that's why I grabbed that one. This is also going to be on the blog. And here's another one. This is based off of a sketch, and I wanted to use up my scraps, so I kind of created a kind of quilt type background, if you can see, and it got covered by the photo, but it's fine because it's a little too bold for me. So, but I was able to use up a lot of my papers for that, and it just created this kind of very colorful background for my photo. So that's that. And here's another one. Now this one I use a lot of strips of paper, so I was able to use kind of bigger size scraps of paper on there, and I also used a lot of the strips and use up some stickers in chipboard as well. This one has a process video as well that will be up soon. Again, using scraps, flowers, letter stickers. So by this time, I'm pulling out a lot of stuff that is not in my original kit. As you can see, the colors are totally different if you've watched that initial kit sharing video. But it's okay. I was really inspired this month. So, and here's another page. This is a good one to use your scraps. This is based off of a sketch, but you can cut apart all of like little pieces of papers that you love and then combine them with some smaller photos. And then here is a double page spread. This one is mostly using the memorandum line from Pink Paisley, and I did add some more of the butterflies. I cut out a few of them, so I did add them here. I added a typewritten journaling, some wood accents, and then some thickers, and called it good. I did add some splatters, some Gold Heidi swap splatters. And then here is another one. We're nearing the end here, and this one is based off of a sketch as well, and it uses triangles, and that's kind of like out of my comfort zone, so I wanted to try that, and I used up a lot of scraps for this and just playing with my products. And then here's my last one. This one also is using scraps. I've had this circle paper for, I would say, more than about 5 years. And then what I did was I backed up, because I cut out the center of it for another project, and so I backed it up with some strips of pattern paper that matched the flag over here in my photo, and then kind of did a circular title, and then I used some cut apart gold paper to create my little arrows, and then added some wood accents from We Are Memory Keepers. Hand cut this from a paper, pink paisley paper, and then added my journaling, and that is my page. So thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I hope my pages inspired you to create and preserve some of your memories. And as always, if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up and hit subscribe if you have not, and I will see you when I see you. Bye, guys.